Two dates from 2022 seem certain to echo in geopolitical history. The first is Russia's invasion of Ukraine on February 24, and the second is October 7, when the United States government enacted a series of new export control regulations targeting China's artificial intelligence and semiconductor industry. While most Americans are likely only faintly aware of the October 7 policy and its significance, the date marked the beginning of a new era in United States and China relations and international politics. China's pursuit of technological dominance and self-reliance in the semiconductor industry has led to the adoption of new tactics and intensified efforts on existing strategies. While there are various aspects to consider, this video will focus on 5 major tactics employed by China. These include evading export controls to access foreign technology, seeking to divide the United States from its allies, acquiring foreign technology through industrial espionage and talent recruitment, pressuring Chinese firms to buy Chinese and eliminate American suppliers, and retaliating against the United States and its allies. Among the 4 major categories of exports covered by the October 7 controls, restrictions on chip-making equipment are relatively easier to enforce due to their size and high cost. However, AI chips, being smaller and lighter, present an ideal target for smuggling. While no confirmed cases of post-October 7 chip smuggling have been reported, chip smuggling has been a prevalent practice in China. The United States government acknowledges China's attempts to evade controls or smuggle chips, particularly for training large A models. China has initiated a crackdown on foreign consulting firms that support corporate due diligence efforts, hindering the precise targeting of de-risking efforts by United States firms. Furthermore, China is accessing computing capacity through the cloud, exploiting the fact that regulations target the geographic destination rather than corporate ownership. Chinese AI companies can import chips to their subsidiaries in other countries and allow Chinese programmers in China to access the computing capacity via the cloud. Chinese AI companies also have the option to absorb the performance hit of using chips that comply with export control performance thresholds. NVIDIA, a leading chip provider, has released reduced interconnect variants of its best AI chips that can legally be exported to China, with an estimated performance penalty of less than 10%. This is tolerable for well-resourced Chinese AI companies and national security organizations. China has been actively courting equipment makers in countries like Japan and the Netherlands, aiming to prevent them from aligning with the United States export controls. Chinese government officials have applied pressure on these countries, warning of potential consequences if they cooperate with the United States controls. South Korea, Germany, and the European Union, which have yet to join the multilateral export control regime, are potential targets for China's actions, as they may consider the severity of China's actions toward Japan and the Netherlands when making their choices. South Korea, a significant player in global semiconductor manufacturing, holds deep linkages with the Chinese semiconductor industry. However, the October 7 export controls dealt a blow to Chinese competitors and benefited South Korean memory producers Samsung and SK Hynix, with the planned production capacity shift from China to South Korea. The latter is forecasted to become the world's largest buyer of semiconductor manufacturing equipment. The United States likely holds an advantage in swaying South Korea's government, given its closer ties and the benefits derived from the export controls. Industrial espionage has long been a part of the semiconductor industry, enabling the theft of valuable technological information. China has been involved in cyber espionage and talent poaching to acquire semiconductor technology. For instance, Dutch lithography equipment firm ASML faced thousands of security incidents annually, prompting increased spending on cybersecurity and protection measures. The Dutch National Intelligence Agency identified China as the biggest threat to the Netherlands' economic security, with constant attempts to steal technology. Chinese firms have targeted memory chip maker Micron, resulting in massive theft and knowledge transfer to Chinese competitor Fujian Jinhua. This enabled Fujian Jinhua to quickly introduce a drum product line using Micron's technology. Taiwan's semiconductor industry is particularly vulnerable to Chinese espionage, as Chinese firms establish shell companies in Taiwan and recruit employees from local companies, extracting valuable knowledge. China has been actively pushing domestic semiconductor firms to buy Chinese equipment and eliminate reliance on American suppliers. However, the performance and reliability of Chinese equipment still lag behind international providers, posing challenges for Chinese firms. Despite this, Chinese leaders aim to break the cycle by pushing Chinese fabs to use domestic equipment. While progress has been slow, government support and incentives have motivated Chinese equipment providers to enhance their capabilities and gain market experience. In the automotive industry, the Chinese government has launched a campaign encouraging automakers to increase purchases of domestically made chips. This move aligns with China's broader goal of reducing reliance on foreign technology and establishing a self-sufficient semiconductor industry. Domestic chip manufacturers are being boosted with substantial investments and support, leading to an increase in the production capacity of Chinese chips. China has also retaliated against the United States and its allies as a response to export controls and other actions taken against Chinese firms. In addition to trade retaliation, China has implemented measures such as blocking Australian coal imports, creating difficulties for Australian exporters. The Chinese government aims to demonstrate the economic and political costs that countries may face if they align with the United States in imposing restrictions on Chinese companies. China's determination to achieve self-reliance in semiconductor technology and reduce dependence on foreign suppliers is evident through its various tactics: evading export controls, dividing the United States from its allies, acquiring foreign technology through espionage and talent recruitment, pressuring Chinese firms to buy Chinese, and retaliating against the United States and its allies all contribute to China's overall strategy. Despite the progress made, China faces challenges in terms of technological capabilities and global competition. The performance and reliability of Chinese equipment still trail behind international standards, and the country's efforts to achieve complete self-sufficiency in semiconductors require further development. The geopolitical landscape and evolving dynamics between China, the United States, and other countries will shape the semiconductor industry's future and determine the success of China's tactics. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Subscribe to the channel and write your opinion in the comments.